Hey, welcome back, everybody. It has been a pretty tiring few days, but I am going to try to at least keep trying to get this one video a day in. We may even do two tonight if work allows. It's really just been combination of getting back from vacation and having a lot going on with work right now. So we're going to see what we can do here. Now, press cake is not... Yeah, that's just weird. Cottage cheese dough. I just think we're probably better off going with... I want to do size 8 hooks straight across and see what the bite rate is like. So I think we need to buy another hook. We'll see how good sweet dough is. We're going for Crucian Gibbles, by the way. We're kind of just trying to grind it out a little bit here. I think they've taken press cakes out of the store for now. So it's always weird when that shows up as a weekly. I have a bunch on my main account, but I honestly wouldn't necessarily want to use those on Crucian Gibbles anyway, because sometimes they're pretty good for some of the bigger carp. And I hope that they're eventually coming back. All right, let's get a hook. I've been kind of getting the Simmons Silk series. We could go a little cheaper here, I think, and be fine. Let's get a blue one. So again, we're trying to save as much as possible, not spend right now. And we'll put Semolina back on this one. I guess I didn't think about what we want in terms of leader. Am I out of the 3.2s? And they may not sell them here. All right, 3.2. 3.2. So what happened was I popped too many of them. Now I'm out of the 3.2s. Oh, they do sell them here. Okay. I assume we're going to have better performance with 3.2. I do need to make sure we have, I mean, this will be, presumably, this will be a pretty decent bite rate. $26.6. Man, we're still getting points for ground crackers. It's actually kind of insane. All right, we'll make some more once we're down there. So I got a message from Darko letting me know that 46.53, sorry, 46.63, isn't it, is has been really good lately. Again, I mean, I don't know if y'all remember back. I think it was in the, was it in this leveling series or maybe even the last one, when we kind of started using this spot, and it was pretty tremendous. All right, so we're going to go to a clip 10. I mean, I can only, I would imagine that we're talking about straight out here. That's what it used to be. If it's changed, let me know, but I'm pretty sure it's still going to be best right in between those lilies, basically. That seems like it's really far, doesn't it? I think I'm actually going to do clip 9 on this one. I used to go And it all depends on where you want to throw it from. But I mean, I used to go like clip 6 or 7 from here. But you're a good bit closer from there as well. Alright, so let's see how this is. This will just be some chill grinding time. We should be able to make some decent silver. I didn't even check cafe orders because I don't want to... I just don't feel like chasing rough and all that stuff. I'm hoping that we can just catch some decent fish. And not break any gear. And make a little bit of silver. We are very close to going to trying out bear. In fact, my hope is if we can make enough silver here, you know, 100 or so silver according to how long we stay. Alright, so both of these have been on Semolina. We just kind of need to watch the sweet dough. Make sure we're getting somewhat of a decent bite rate. We may get a little lower bite rate with the size 8 hooks anyway, but we'll see. We're finishing the morning off. We'll probably have a little bit slower time once it hits afternoon. And then, or at least the fish might be a little smaller. And then hopefully we'll be good to go through the night and into the early morning. Alright, still trying to get our first fish here on sweet dough. As long as common carp don't pop our 3.2 liters here. We need to be pretty disciplined about keeping our... I'm not sure that's the right ground bait. Maybe it is. I need to double check all three of them, make sure we've got Crucian Gibble ground bait. That's a nice one. Like all these almost 1 kilo gibbles and stuff add up. 1.3 on that one. We've had several that have been like 700, 800 grams. Very nice. So far, all gibbles for the most part, right? Yeah, straight across gibble carp. Guessing this is when we're going to start seeing the slowdown. Oh, you know what? We may not have... Look, we've got... Yeah, we're almost out of Crucian Gibble. We need to make sure we've got Crucian Gibble on all of these. Three stacks should be enough for now. It seems to me that right now Semolina is a much faster bite rate. The one thing I want to do is I think the sweet dough line is the one that I haven't checked to make sure that we've got the right ground bait on there. I think we do, but So the middle line, the one we have right now, is the sweet dough line. And we know for sure that all 3 lines have Crucian Gibble now. Kind of surprised they're still this good at 11:30 in the morning, but once they do slow down, we might just put like bread on all 3 lines. And we'll also go get a little more ground bait to make. And check the cafe. In anticipation of being able to carp fish, I'm going to go ahead and start putting points in Classic Hair Rig. There we go, a little Crucian. Alright, let's try going to pearl barley and roach mix. Just for a little bit. And then we'll try going to bread. And stay with Crucian Gibble mix. And then we'll try going with peas. Go with roach mix. I basically just don't want to spend too many hours in a row catching like really small Crucian Gibbles. Bread's going to be a fast bite rate still, though. Just going to take a short break on all the crucian gibbles and see if we can catch a couple decent roaches and see how Bread's doing in this spot. And then in like 2.5 in-game hours, we'll switch back to the A baits, A+ baits, and we're going to try to hunt down a trophy here tonight. Five, I mean, I don't know. We're getting so few carp, that might not happen. You know, it's really hard for me not to get distracted. I mean, look at these rough orders, especially this one. It's a lot of silver. But I really want to see how this spot does. We're not going to get distracted. So very short amount of time, already 25 silver. I mean, that just shows you like a full night. We're easily going to get 100 silver in this spot, I feel. I feel that that is the case. What were we going to do up here? Maybe just get the ground bait stuff. Just make 3 more. I think that's all we were doing. We're at 44 silver. I think we've got to get line for carp. A couple of I don't remember. I think we have 1 carp rig that we can put together. We need to get the second. Although I guess we'll do potatoes in it, so we really just need the first. I don't know, we're close. We just need 1 more spool of line. And that fish like ran towards the shore, didn't it? Alright, that was Bread, right? I don't know if it's still on there, but it looks like, yeah, Pearl Barley caught something. Ooh. That's a cute little bleak. Has Peas really not caught a fish yet? I guess it's going now. I guess it just depends on how active the roach are in the spot. On the VK site, I saw a trophy roach spot on Old Berg that I was going to try till I got the message from Darko and just decided, you know what, let's just stay here at Mosquito this time. I guess if we don't get enough silver doing this, we always could go try that next, but I'm hoping that next we'll have enough silver to go to Bear. I think we will. I mean, we need what? Only 14 silver to travel. So we basically just need to be able to afford that line. That's a nice roach. See, that's what I thought would be cool. If, like, during the day we could hit some marker roaches before. I'll tell you what, by 1600 at the latest, we need to go ahead and set up back on our A baits and ground bait. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. For whatever reason, Pearl Barley seems to be doing a little better, but I'll try Peas again. I think we can probably go ahead and set up. So we have 1 Fortuna feeder. 28 gram is probably right. Let's change this one. Let's let this be our classic hair rig. All right, so we know we want to put the big 16 kilo line. We'll have to change the bite indicator. 15.8 is, I guess, what we're going for. 60 inline gram. Where's our 15.8 leader? Again, this is a mono leader because at Bear for carp, it shouldn't really matter. We need to buy 2 carp hooks. And then we're probably going to start off with maybe a pellet and sinking boilie. Oh, that's the other thing we have to be able to afford is at least 1 or 2 packs of boilies, a couple of packs of pellets, and 1 thing of dip, whatever flavor seems like a reasonable flavor to start with. And I haven't heard much about bear in the last like 24 hours or so. I'm a little nervous that it's about time to switch to A baits. Let's go ahead and switch over. I'm a little nervous that we might be hitting bear at a little bit of a downtime, but we'll see. It may not be. All right, this one was on Semolina. It wasn't long ago that there were good reports from bear, but I'm just not sure. Because what I don't know, thanks for the follow, Zodiac. What I don't know is like, are any of the weeklies showing up at bear right now? And if so, what are they biting? Okay, so honey pear, honey cream, but those are pop-ups. We can't really do that. What about leather and mirror? It'd be unusual. Amber's been doing pretty decent recently, so what about black carp? It'd be interesting to target black carp if we could find the right spot. Oops. Like, okay, Cocos and Cream 16, Honey Pear Soluble 20. Like, that's something we could try. And we could do the Cocos and Cream dip. And we already know we're going to be using potatoes. And so, like, that could be sort of our combination, you know? We could also do Cocos and Cream with pellets. But, like, something like that would be a really, like, a pretty fun first attempt at trying to get some carp. And we could do the double boilies instead of using pellets. I think I'm fine with that. Alright, so we're switching off bread now, back to sweet dough. Sweet dough and Crucian Gibble. And then this needs to be back on Semolina. Okay, I'm a little nervous about how far that rod's bending over. That's a chubby one. It's not a trophy. It's not our trophy yet, but it's a nice one. It's a really nice one. 1.5. I like it. This is what you call a chill fishing experience that is very lucrative. What are we doing on this one? Semolina again. And again, let's make sure we've got some Crucian Gibble in there. Very easy. Size 8 hooks, Crucian Gibble ground bait. If you're a really low level and you haven't leveled your harvesting baits up to Semolina yet, or sweet dough, you could just do bread. You're still going to catch great gibbles out of the spot at night on bread alone. Which would give you an excuse to level up your ground bait a little, your harvesting baits a little bit. But yeah, that seems like a reasonable plan for bear. We'll see if I get to bear tonight. I would love to. It just depends on work a little bit. But it'd be fun to have our first bear episode soon. Been talking about it and looking forward to it for so long. All right, we're still getting points on ground bait. We're up to 27.8. Do we go ahead and make... I think that's the other thing we need to do is go ahead and get to carp ground bait before we hit bear. So I don't know that we're gonna have enough silver to do all of those things. I just don't think we want to go to bear with, like, fishing for carp isn't exactly, it's not as easy as fishing for a lot of the fish we've targeted so far in this series. So we want to have as many things like in our favor as possible, aka real carp ground bait if possible. Do I have any more ground bait bases? Are we willing to use up feed just to level it up to 30? I think I am. Do we have any additives at all? Not really. We could put an attractant on there with, like, yeah, it's not worth it though. think we can hit 30 on 16 feed, can't we? 15 now. 28. It could be close. Depends on how many non ones we get. But that would help us. That would really help us. 28.2. 4. That was two 2-pointers in a row. That's pretty good. That's a little scary, guys. We'll try to just do a couple at a time here between bites. The bites are so quick. 28.6. 28.8. We're getting 0.2 every time. So we're at 29% and we have 8 left. So we're probably not going to quite make it, right? Like as we get close to 30, we might not get points as much anymore. But we'll be close enough, I think, that it won't cost very much to just get that last couple of percentage points. Oof. So it's 18-20. No trophies yet, but we've had some really nice fish coming in here. Look at that roach on Sweet Dough. This is some fun fishing. We're not getting any experience, practically, but experience isn't what we need right now. We'll get plenty of experience if we can get on the carp at Bear. What we need right now is a silver. And by the way, if Bear slows down too much, don't forget we can get some good carp fishing done at Old Berg as well. I'm just so excited about, good grief. I'm just so excited about fishing at Bear that I don't want to start carp fishing at Old Berg. We'll start at Bear. Okay. Seven. 6. 5. 4. 3. Wow. We did it. Okay. Okay, well that kind of solved that. We can now make, you know, a few stacks of carp ground bait, I think. I hope I'm not wrong on. Speaking of carp fishing, What's up with all the common carp here right now? I hope I'm not wrong on this. Yeah, ground peas, and we just opened up ground peas at 30%, right? Pea. Oh, crap. Oh, I am wrong about this. Oops. Ground peas is a base. Ooh. So, forget that. When do you open up ground peas at 40%? Okay, so what would we use? Oat flakes, pearl barley feed, semolina, or ground crackers? I'm feeling pearl barley maybe in our fake carp mix. We're gonna have to use fake carp mix is what I'm telling you. There's no way we can get to 40% before we go to bear. The other option would be adding the peas as an attractant, as an additive. We call it a crucian. Because we did unlock, we didn't unlock peas as an additive. So what if we added what if we took the carp ground bait, which is corn, is it maggots? And vanilla, and added peas, and instead of doing ground peas base, we do, goodness, we could even do like, we could even do feed. Something a little neutral. Or semolina, pearl barley, something like that. But that could be interesting. Still get those peas in there. think that'll be worth trying on the ground bait. It's another crucian. Whoa. Did you see how big that that pull was on the third rod? Yeah, thank you, Darko, for sharing that info. So now that it's nighttime, it feels like the crucians are at least starting to come out a little bit, which is kind of nice. I also think now that it's night, it might be worth switching a second one to Sweet Dough. I just have this feeling that Sweet Dough might be... I don't know, a little less active, but maybe a little better chance on trophies. I don't know, I could be wrong. Oof, look at that Semolina pull too. We're starting to get into ooh, that's a roach. That's kind of cool that like Sweet Dough's catching about a third of the fish have been roach. Listen to that pull. As long as it's not a common carp. Well, I may have to take back what I said about Sweet Dough instead of Semolina. Semolina might still be king. I don't know. That's definitely not a common carp. It's just upside down. It's not a trophy either, but it's getting there. I don't know. I'm kind of fascinated by Sweet Dough in this spot, though. Oh, weird. Alright. This line's getting all the big boys right now. If we can stop him from pulling line, we want to. Feels like it kind of decreases the chances of it popping off. But we have to be careful about not popping the line, obviously. Yeah, that worked out good. Just keep that friction brake down on about 14 or 15, so you at least have a chance to adjust if it's a big one. Alright, this is Sweet Dough. It's not too big. So far I'm staying 2 Semolina, 1 Sweet Dough. I haven't seen anything that's compelled me to change yet. They both seem really good though. I do think we're going to have a chance at a trophy here. You know, there's some RNG. We may not hit it during this night, but I think you've got a really good chance here right now, it seems like. So we're at 63 fish, all the way from 1.5 kilos down to 31 grams. Most of them markers. It's been really good fishing. We need 2 size 1 hooks for the carp. Some fake carp ground bait. A second spool of line that'll be the same type. Probably get green on the other one. I hate the green line, but might as well not have matching, right? We could do matching. But 16 kilo line either way. And the cost of the boilies and dip. So that's going to be somewhere around, if the dip is like 40 silver, the line is about 40 silver if I remember correctly. The hooks, I mean, we probably need, the cheapest we could get away with it is probably somewhere around 150, 160 silver. So if we're doing it next episode, this does have to be a really good fishing session. I don't know that we're going to quite be there, but we'll be close. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be close. Oh gosh. After being so chill and careful, I almost just popped the line right there. It's like my mind was in another place for a second. It's coming up on trophy time. I'd say a little after 3 maybe. Are a lot of the weekly IDs coming out of Amber right now? They are. It's kind of interesting. Well, getting that middle of the night slowdown here. All right. This is the time, right? We've got about 6 in-game hours to hopefully add to our silver. Really nice Savon trout there, Gray Cal. It's a nice one. Anything up near a kilo we'll take. So our third rod at Bear is going to be this. Probably overload it just a little bit. Use small hooks and then try to fish for things like, I don't know how safe we'll play it. Oof. That fish just jumped the log. Get the bend in this rod over here. It pulled it all the way to shore. It's not even a big fish, it just pulled so hard. I will tell you, this spot has been terrific, but through the overnight, it wasn't as action-packed as that spot was that we fished over there for a while. We've still caught a lot of fish though. That Saber 60 looks so good. Wonder if that Crucian order will still be up. We'll be able to hit it now. We've got a couple of non-markers and then probably enough small marker Crucians, I think, that we can comfortably get it. That's such a good opportunity to level up bottom fishing with this catch rate. We're also using two different types of bottom feeders. We've got two inline, one paternoster. When we go to bear, we'll have classic hair rig for carp. We'll have inline for carp. And our third one will probably be inline. And I still haven't decided what to target with that. The most lucrative thing to target would be like tench, golden tench, barbel, but it's very risky, and I'd almost rather not have the distraction of getting our third line blown up when we're already going to be fighting. If we can get an active carp spot, we're already going to be fighting our first two lines trying to get in some dangerous fish. So I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I love those acrobatic fish. Alright, guys. We did not hit the trophy. We are out of the normal trophy time, at least. We'll keep him in the water just a little bit longer. And then we're going to wrap it up. There is a bream spotted old berg I kind of want to try. We'll see how much silver we have and we'll kind of set things up. But we may do one more. We got to 93 fish in this episode. That is crazy. That bite rate's really nice. We were there almost a full 24 hours. Yep, right at 24 hours. So it's good. It's really good. Okay, did we catch any tiny ones? Yeah. So there's 3 silver. Very easy 3 silver. I think it's worth doing that for 8 silver. Yeah. 11 silver and 3 of them were non-markers. That's great. So we have 8, 12. So that's 23 silver, let's say. 23 silver plus 126. So right at 150 silver with no trophies. That goes up a good bit if you get trophies. So all the way down to what size? So it's like if you get under almost 400 gram range, you're getting like getting less than a silver a fish. With that bite rate, if you're catching a silver a fish, like that's not awful. You know what I mean? Like you're catching them pretty quick, so the silver does add up. All right, let me put this in our 3rd rod because these effectively are our 3 rods. Okay, so we need the bigger line for this one, just like this one. The only thing we need for this one is the carp hook. So let's make a carp hook decision here first. I think that looks like a really nice hook. That would be a lot of money for 2 of these, but I think it's worth it. Is there another brand we want to test? I really like that one because this one's specifically for Charad. Master WG. Maybe we could try that one too. I think it specializes in not letting fish off, maybe. This one also has the curve in it, minimizes risk of losing it. The long shank. Cautious fish. I mean, let's go with a curved one. Okay, so which one do we want to put on the actual carp? I think potentially we are catching bigger carp on this rig. Not all the time, but potentially. So we'll put the slightly nicer one. And I think we're going to go with 2 sinking boilies. Okay, so we need the 16 kilo line now. Mono line. And this is the question here, right? I mean, we can put green. We can put green in. It doesn't matter at Bear. I really don't think it does. It's more of a thing for me of just seeing that green line, but I guess I'll do it. So if we're setting this up, we do want to use inline. We probably want to use the nicer inline on this one. And we want the carp hook. And we want potatoes. And we need the nice... All right, 15.8 with 16 line. 15.8 liter, 16 line. And then we need to take this off and put our nice camo inline on this one. Alright, so that's pretty well set up now. Okay. So, we want maggots, corn, peas for additives. And then let's make some fake carp here. Corn, maggots, peas, vanilla with feed. Alright, so we'll have one with feed and one with what was the most recent one we opened up? Oat flakes? Oat flakes? I'm honestly just not sure. This is what we want. Oat flakes do kind of seem like a little more neutral. So now we have 100 pieces of fake carp. Both 9 out of 10. One with feed, one with oat flakes. Cocos and Cream 16, Honey Pear Soluble 20. $25. We can try winding. What size was it though? 20. I guess I should have confirmed. I can't remember where Cocos and Cream is. There's milk cream. We could if we had to. There's wild honey, but it's out of stock. I might have some of that actually. Coco's nectar is out of stock. That's what we're looking for. We certainly don't want to travel to Quarry. Like we could do with pellets instead of, if we can't find the soluble. We could also look at Old Berg, you know, if we do a bream session. We'll have plenty of silver if we get one more bream session in. $20. Well, shoot, we might not be able to afford. We're gonna have to catch fish at Mosquito just to, I mean, I can do that off stream though, just to get like 10 silver or whatever. But technically, that one is set up, right? I want to use both of the same one. I want to try the one with feed on both of these. Cocos and Cream, soluble, cocoa dip. And then I don't know what to do with this one. I won't know what to do with this one. You know, we could actually like put roach mix on there. That one will just be a distractor. Oh yeah, I was thinking about overloading this line a little bit though. Do we have anything we can overload it with? 11.5 is a lot. So we might have to wait and do that down the line if we want to get a little bit more aggressive with it. But there's probably what we'll use for our initial carp session at Bear. Potatoes and boilies. Okay, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.